You can't guard me, man. What? You call that garbage?
What is this? What is this trash talk? You listen to this trash talk?
Oh.
Come on, let's get move. Let's get move.
There you go.
All right. That
What?
was nice. That was nice. Hey, you in the game or what? Come on.
Yo, what's up, Fox?
Nothing. I was just thinking about all the heavy-duty drama that's happened since I came back to Harmony, you know?
Well, things were pretty heavy duty before you got back.
Yeah, not really concerned with any of that, Chad. I'm talking about what's going on now.
What do you mean, like what?
Like what? I don't know, Ethan, like what your wife and your mother-in-law are doing to Teresa? You know, causing everyone in her family to lose their jobs, having their family home repossessed?
Fox, that was Rebecca's doing.
And you don't think Gwen could have stopped her?
I'm sure she tried.
Right. Yeah, no, I'm sure you're right. I'm sure she tried. Just like she tried not to take little Ethan away from Teresa, right?
Fox, the court took him away. You know, I didn't agree with the decision either, but at least we got, you know, little Ethan away from Rebecca and Julian by adopting him.
Oh, good. Then, you know, that makes it okay for you to take a son away from his mom.
Look, Teresa brought a lot of her problems on herself, Fox. And I tried in ways to help her that you will never know about.
I'm sure there's something else you'd like to try with Teresa, Ethan.
Like what? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about your feelings for her. Ethan, you still have feelings for her, don't you?
I still can't believe that Sheridan is leaving town, probably forever. And on top of that, thanks to Teresa's relationship with Fox, she can come and go as she pleases in this house.
Yes. And since Teresa will be in such close proximity, there is no doubt that she will try to seduce Ethan again.
Mother, please don't say that, all right?
Oh, come on, Gwenny. We both know the nature of the beast named Teresa. But we will figure something out. We will find a way to get rid of the little tramp.
You know what? You always say that. You are always coming up with some sort of scheme to take Teresa down, and you always think that we've won. But we never have, okay? And we never will because Teresa doesn't stop. She just keeps going and going and going. And one of these days, she may very well go out the door with my husband.
Well, little Ethan should be back from his play date soon.
Yeah, well, come on in here so we can talk while we have a chance, okay?
Okay, all right. About what?
About what? About what you've done, Teresa. You drugged Ethan so that he would sleep with you so you could get pregnant with his child. Honey, this is gonna backfire. You do know that.
Whitney, it was the only chance that I had to get my son back. Now, when I have this baby that I'm carrying, I'm gonna give it to Ethan and Gwen, but only if they give me little Ethan back.
You know, honey, you've come up with some crazy schemes in your life, but I have to say, this is the craziest one.
Look, I had no choice, Whitney. I lost the baby that I had implanted in me.
By knocking out the surrogate so that you could get implanted with Gwen's embryos, another one of your crazy schemes.
Yeah, but it almost worked.
Honey, what if Ethan and Gwen find out about this?
They won't.
Oh my God, you're gonna give me gray hair before I'm 30. I just know it.
Okay, please, please relax. Now look, you're gonna understand this when you have your own child. I would do anything for my son.
Are you sure this is the only reason that you slept with Ethan?
Yeah, of course it is.
Is it, Teresa? Or are you still having fantasies of someday getting back together with him? Is that the real reason you're doing all this?
What are you watching, Alistair? Old soap operas?
No, my dear. I just add the music for effect. This is real live drama, and it's much more interesting.
Ah, Louise, Sheridan, and Antonio.
That's right. The continuing saga of the eternal love triangle. With whom will Sheridan eventually end up? Antonio or Louise? And of course, this love story will end the way all great love stories end. In terrible tragedy.
Sheridan? We're supposed to leave for St. Lisa's today.
Where did she go?
You know what? I cannot believe that you forced me into the car.
No, I had no choice.
Where are you taking me?
We'll see when we get there.
No. Just take me home. This is not a good idea, all right? Antonio is going to be furious.
I don't care if Antonio explodes. Can't believe I let Ackland get away.
I know that you believe that Dr. Ackland brainwashed me when I was in the hospital, but where is he?
Come on, Sheridan, we both saw Alistair Cigar. Obviously, he got to Ackland before we got back to the car. Should have never taken my eye off him.
All right. Luis, I know that you're angry, and I know that you really believe that Dr. Ackland brainwashed me, but I don't. So please, just take me home, okay? Take me back where Antonio is waiting for me so that we can leave for St. Lisa's.
Sheridan, you're not going anywhere, okay? At least not till we spend enough time together that you remember that you love me. That's what Ackland said it was going to take, and that's what we're going to do.
You really are kidnapping me.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, and another thing, I'm not letting you go till you remember everything, okay?
I would hold the hand of the one who could lead me places, and kiss the lips of the one who could sing so sweet. And I would fly on the wings of a bird I knew could take me highest. Breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are the fire burning inside of me. You are my passion for life.
You think I still have feelings for Teresa?
You tell me, Ethan.
You don't know what you're talking about.
No, I think I do know what I'm talking about. No, Ethan, is that you tell everybody how much you love and adore your wife. And every time Teresa's in trouble, you're right there by her side, ready to defend her.
Look, I told you, all right? I hate what Rebecca's doing to Teresa, okay? And I feel responsible. Of course I'm gonna help her out if I could.
A regular knight in shining armor, always there to defend her, right?
No, that's not true, Fox. As a matter of fact, I didn't go defending her when she knocked out our surrogate and had Gwen's embryos implanted in her in order to get pregnant so she could use the baby as a bargaining chip to get little Ethan back. Didn't defend her then.
Yeah, but you said so in court that you always intended to give little Ethan back
Yeah,
to her.
because it's the right thing to do. And by the way, where the hell is all this coming from, huh? Why do you suddenly think I'm interested in Teresa?
Sudden, there's nothing sudden about it, Ethan. I see the way you look at her. You can't keep your eyes off
That's
her.
not true,
No, it
all
is
right?
true.
Hey, come on, guys. Let's get back to the...
No, you know what? And here's what I'm wondering. Here's what I'm wondering, Ethan. I'm wondering if the baby that Teresa's carrying right now, you wish it was hers instead of Gwen's? Is that what you wish?
Well, answer me, Teresa. Are you still thinking that you and Ethan might get back together someday? Is that the real reason you're doing all this stuff?
Whitney, when Ethan and I were making love, all I was thinking about was getting pregnant, so I could have a baby to give to Ethan and Gwen in exchange for my child.
I mean, I find that hard to believe, considering your past with Ethan. You used to say that he was the love of your life. I mean, are you sure there's no love left for Ethan?
Your lips. I love your body. Your sweet scent.
Forgive me, Fox. I'm only doing this to get pregnant, to get my son back.
I want you so much.
Me too.
I love you. I
Love you too. I always have. And I always will. You know, I would have to be made out of steel not to feel anything when we were so passionate. But that's not important. What's important is that I am pregnant again and that I'm getting my son back. Because I have a plan.
Another plan? Oh, great. Besides the one that we're working on right now.
No, because this is kind of all sort of part of the same plan.
Oh my God, I'm so afraid to even ask this. Okay. And that would be what?
To get back everything Gwen and Rebecca have taken from me.
She's not answering her cell phone. Where could she be? Well, maybe she took a walk around the grounds. We are leaving for a while. And maybe she wanted to give it one last look before we take off. Sheridan?
Damn that Luis. You know what he's doing, don't you? He's taking Sheridan away because he thinks that spending time with him will bring back her memory of their love.
Is that possible?
Unfortunately, yes. Dr. Ackland said if they spent enough time together, it's very possible she would remember. I can't let that happen. I have to make sure that Sheridan never remembers. And I'll do whatever I have to do to stop it.
You know, Luis, I have never seen you like this. I mean, it's almost like you're out of control.
I'm not out of control. Besides, you got nothing to worry about. You know it never hurts you.
I'm not afraid. I know you'd never hurt me.
I gotta tell you, if I was some guy watching me, I'd think he's a little crazy, but I'm not. Sheridan, it's just that I love you, and deep down inside, I know that you love me, and that's why it's so damn frustrating. I mean, I don't know how many times you've said we're meant to be together.
I'm sorry, Luis, but I just don't have those feelings for you anymore. I just don't.
Sheridan, I know you don't. Okay, because you were brainwashed, and if you could have just talked to Dr. Ackland, he would have told you what he did, how he made you forget about me.
It's just that this is all so science fiction. I mean, can this really happen?
Sheridan, you know Alistair, and you know what he's capable of, okay?
Luis, it's not that I'm doubting you. It's just that I can't believe my own father would do something so terrible to me.
Sheridan, you knew damn well what he was capable of before he put you in that psych ward. Sheridan, come on, he's been trying to keep us apart ever since we met.
I know, you said that he was responsible for the boat that we were on exploding.
Well, you saw evidence of that.
My father said that the pictures of the boat and all the documents were being put together so that he could find me after I disappeared.
Yeah, well, he's a damn liar. A man who would try and kill his own daughter's capable of anything.
You know what? I'm not so much worried about him as I am Antonio, because when he finds out what you've done, he's going to kill you.
You know, my dear, Luis and Antonio are like Cain and Abel. One of them is going to die. The question is, which one?
Gwenny, I understand how you feel, but you cannot let your emotions rule your brain.
Well, you just said it yourself. With Teresa in the house, she'll try and seduce Ethan again. How am I not supposed to let that upset me? I mean, how long is this woman going to torture me? Is it ever going to end? Oh, God.
Yes. Yes, it will end, and you will be the victor. But you have to remember, this is not a battle. This is a war. And sometimes wars take a long time. We just have to remember to stay focused.
No, I don't know if I can do that. All right, because the only thing I really want is for her to disappear out of our lives.
Well, and she will, as soon as she has your baby.
And what if she decides that she's not going to give it back to us? What if she decides that she's just going to keep it?
Then we will have her thrown into jail. I mean, she's lucky that didn't happen when she snuck into the hospital and then she shanghaied your surrogate and had your embryos implanted in her. Oh, I still cannot believe the diabolical way that her tiny little mind works.
I mean, she gives the word deceit new meaning. How am I supposed to compete with that kind of treachery, all right?
Gwenny, you can. No, you and I are strong women. And we come from a very long line of strong women. Plus, we are women of good breeding. And there's no way that we're going to let that little gutter snipe get the best of us. No. We are going to bring her down if it's the last thing we do.
Do you know how many times you've come up with a plan? And every single time you try to put it into action, it always ends up in a disaster. You're nuts to keep going through with this stuff. Look,
You know, if I'm going crazy, it's because Gwen and Rebecca have driven me to this. All I wanted was my son back.
Yeah, and the courts told you how to get your son back, Teresa. You got to get a job. You got to find a place to live and turn your life around, and then you can apply for custody again.
Whitney, you know that can't happen. Okay, Ethan and Gwen adopted little Ethan. It's like I don't even have a son. And even if I could go to court to try to get the adoption overturned, Rebecca would come up with some way to keep me from getting custody.
Well, she's got a vendetta against you. I mean, she blames you for Gwen not being able to have children.
And so does Gwen. You heard her, Whitney. She said she's never going to give me little Ethan back, but she will once I have this baby because she's not going to have a choice.
You're really planning on using this baby to blackmail her?
No. We're going to make a trade. She can have this baby I'm carrying for little Ethan. I have to do this, Whitney. It's the only way that I can get my son back.
You know, I just wish you could have talked to Ackland. Or he would have told you how Alistair forced him to give you drugs and electroshock therapy to make you forget that you love me. Don't you remember any of that?
Electric shock? No. I don't remember that. I know Dr. Ackland used psychotherapy on me, that's all. And Antonio had every right to have me put in that psych ward. Luis, I was delusional. I kept thinking that Beth's baby was mine.
Honey, you had been through hell, okay? You're kidnapped by this insane woman when you're pregnant. And we lose our baby. I mean, of course, you're an emotional wreck, but you didn't need to be put in a psych ward. You needed to be with your doctor and surrounded by the people who love you. You know, you were put in that psych ward for one reason and one reason only, and that was so Ackland could erase your love for me. And since I can't prove it, we're just gonna have to be together until you remember. Sheridan, we share a great love, okay? And we have through many lifetimes, and something has always come between us, and I'm not letting that happen in this lifetime.
Luis, I remember that we shared a great love. And I remember loving you. I even remember when you proposed to me. But that's all in the past. All right, it's not as if I've forgotten. It's just that I've moved on with Antonio. He is the man that I'm in love with now.
No, he's not. I mean, you were brainwashed into thinking that you do, but you don't.
Okay.
You love me.
Luis, I don't want to hurt your feelings, but I just don't feel this way for you anymore, all right? I don't.
Yeah. Actually, you do. I can see it in your eyes. I know there's something that's always tugging at the back of your brain, thinking about how you love me. In fact, you can't stop thinking about me, can you?
Listen to me. Once and for all, I am in love with Antonio. He is the man that I'm going to spend the rest of my life with, and nothing is going to change that.
I'm going to change it. I want to prove to you that I'm the man that you want to be with, and I'm the man that you love. I'm right, aren't I? Your subconscious is trying to tell you that something's wrong. You can't stop thinking about me. Can you? Why don't you just admit it, Sheridan?
Hey, come on. No, forget it, Chad. Not till we settle this. Answer my question, Ethan. Do you want the baby that Teresa's carrying to be hers instead of Gwen's?
You're so full of it, Fox, all right? I love Gwen. I don't want to have a baby with Teresa, all right?
Are you sure about that? Because you seemed pretty happy when we all found out she was pregnant.
Of course I'm happy. You have any idea how devastating it was to find out that Gwen's eggs aren't viable, that our hopes of having a baby through a surrogate are gone? Yeah, thank God that embryo is holding on in Teresa, because that's my only chance and Gwen's only chance of having a biological child, all right?
Yeah. Yeah, but still, I mean, isn't there a party that's getting off on the fact that Teresa's carrying your child? I mean, doesn't that fulfill some kind of fantasy?
No, it doesn't. And you know, I think you should shut the hell up.
All right, enough. Are you two going to spend the rest of your lives fighting over Teresa?
Yeah, good point. What's your wife going to say, Ethan, when she finds out that you're constantly fighting with me over Teresa?
I'm tired of this.
Hey, enough.
I'm not fighting with you over this, Fox, all right? You can have Teresa. Just have her.
Ethan, you know what? You can't give Teresa to me, okay? She's already mine. You'd be smart to remember that, by the way. Get something to drink.
Yo, are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. He just, my little brother just gets on my nerves sometimes, you know?
Gets on your nerves or hits a nerve?
What?
Well, is he right? Do you wish the baby that Teresa's carrying was hers and not Gwen's?
Teresa, do you even hear what you're saying? My God, you still live in a fantasy world. I mean, you're talking as if the baby growing inside you really is Ethan and Gwen's. But it's not. It's yours and Ethan's.
Yeah, but they don't know that.
No, but you do. You're just gonna hand over your own flesh and blood to someone else? You're gonna give up your own baby to get another one back? Honey, that doesn't make any sense.
That's what Mama was saying.
You should listen to her.
Whitney, look. Okay. I admit that I haven't figured this whole thing out yet, okay? But what I do know is that little Ethan is all I have in this world. And I can't let them raise him.
Okay, but what about Fox? I mean, the two of you guys are a couple now. How do you think he would feel if he knew you slept with Ethan?
Well, I mean, I don't want to hurt him. But he's not gonna find out.
God, those are the famous last words. But what if Fox does find out? What are you gonna do then?
Teresa, what's Whitney talking about? What am I not gonna find out?
Where the heck did she go? Wait a minute, I don't know exactly where she went. Why didn't I think of that before?
Did Antonio figure out that Sheridan is with Luis?
We'll soon find out, my dear. We'll soon find out.
Luis, we spent so much time together. Of course, I have memories of our past, but I can't dwell on them. I can't allow myself. Look, Antonio is my husband, and he is going to be furious when he finds out what you've done.
It won't matter. By that time, you'll have remembered that you love me and not him.
No, look. Antonio is gonna wonder where I am, and I'm sure that he's worried sick by now.
Oh, whatever. He'll figure it out eventually, and... Anyway, I'm sure that someone saw us leaving the cottage.
What's that?
Damn it, it's a squad car. Tony must have called the station house. I'm not letting them take you back. Hold on.
Luis, please, pull over. This is too dangerous.
I'm not pulling over, Sheridan. I'm not letting them take you back.
Please, you're scaring me. Look, I won't tell them that you kidnapped me. Please pull over before we get hurt. They didn't stop.
Guess they weren't after us.
Guess not.
I thought for sure Antonio had called the police. Who did he call?
See for yourself.
Gwen, it's Antonio. Listen, I was wondering if Sheridan was up there. Have you seen her?
No, I haven't seen her, and I haven't heard from her since earlier either. But I thought you guys would have gone to the airport by now. Aren't you leaving for St. Lisa's tonight?
Yeah, we are. She must have just stepped out for a second. I was just seeing if she was up there. I tell you what, if you see her, will you ask her to call me, please?
Sure, of course.
Okay, thank you.
Where did she go?
We should go back, Luis. Antonio could still call the police.
I'm not giving you up. At least not till you remember everything. And the only way that you're gonna remember is if We're alone together. Without Antonio over your back telling you I'm trying to manipulate you.
He's just so convinced of that. And it breaks my heart to come between you two. He's your brother.
Look, Sheridan, none of this is your fault, okay? And I don't want to hurt Antonio. At some point he is going to be hurt because I'm not giving you up.
It's just a matter of time before he starts searching for me. And when he finds me, you are going to be in big trouble.
You're right about that, Sheridan. There's going to be terrible trouble, and I'm going to make sure of it. I should have killed the father after what he did to me.
You mean Antonio and Luis's father?
Yes, Martin. I don't know what it is with the Lopez Fitzgeralds, always going after Crane women.
So that's what this is about. Their father went after one of your women?
Just make sure you stay loyal to me. You don't want to find out what happens to people who betray me.
Alistair, what are you going to do with that gun?
It's time for one of the Lopez Fitzgerald brothers to die, my dear.
Come on, Ethan. Now, you know I'm your friend, and you can tell me the truth. Do you wish that you were having a baby with Teresa and not Gwen?
I'm home.
Hey, soon to be daddy.
Sweetie, how are you feeling?
Well, I'm feeling, like I'm going to have a baby.
Yes, you are. You know what? I love you. And I'm so happy that we're having this baby.
It's our baby.
It is our baby.
Oh, man. You know, you don't have to answer that. Your face says it all. You were just wondering how it would be to have a baby with Teresa and be married to her, weren't you?
Okay, ladies. Who's gonna tell me what I'm not supposed to be told?
Well, actually, you weren't supposed to know that I'm planning something for you. To thank you.
To thank me? To thank me for what?
For standing up to Gwen and Rebecca. For telling them that I can come to the mansion anytime I want. Because of you, I can spend time with my son.
Is that all?
That's a lot.
Okay, well, Teresa, I know you, okay? If you're hiding something from me, I'm gonna find out eventually.
Look, I'm not hiding anything from you. I'm just waiting for little Ethan to come back from his play date. That's all, right, Whitney?
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Okay. Hey, okay. Well, look, if you need anything at all, let me know, okay?
No. You've done enough for me already. So, I don't know how I'll ever repay you, Fox.
Your love is all I need. I'm gonna go outside, okay?
Okay.
Catch you later? All right.
I can't even believe your nerve. I mean, you just cheated on Fox and then you just stand here and act like nothing's happened. God, I don't know how you live with yourself.
Whitney, I don't think of it as cheating on Fox. I think of it as doing what I have to do to get my son back.
Like I said, it's amazing.
You know, I know that you think that I'm crazy, but my plan is gonna work.
It might work. Yeah, but it's still wrong. You shouldn't play with people's emotions.
Gwen is the one who's playing with my emotions, Whitney. She took my child from me. She tortured my entire family, including my mother, who's done nothing but good things for her. You know what? The tables are gonna turn, okay? Because I want to cause Gwen as much pain as she has caused me and my family. I want her in agony.
Oh, wait a minute.
Luis, why are we on the docks?
I have to talk to someone.
Where are you taking me?
Would you please just trust me on this? Okay, I'm doing this for us.
I am married to Antonio. I have to honor my wedding vows. All right, please just let me go.
Sheridan, okay, I wish that I didn't have to do this, okay? But I have no choice. Look, I'm not just doing this for my own selfish reasons, okay? I'm doing this for you too.
Me?
Yeah. If your damn father hadn't worked so hard to keep us apart, you'd be married to me and not to Antonio.
And that's because you think that my father believes that if we get together, we'll uncover all of his hidden secrets.
No, I already had secret files, okay? I had to give them back to Alistair in exchange for the drugs that saved my mother's life. Sheridan, come on, don't you see? Your father doesn't give a damn about anyone but himself and protecting his empire. If he has to use his own daughter to do that, he will.
It's just too horrible to believe.
Well, I know, okay? But it's the truth. All right, and as upset as you are that I have forced you to come with me, you have to understand that I'm doing this for your sake as well as mine. Deep down, I know that you love me as much as I love you, okay? Now, I'm not going to let them take you away from me again, all right? I can't. All right, look, the truth is that without you in my life, I don't care whether I live or die, okay?
It's fortunate, Luis, that you don't care whether you live or die, because I'm going to make that decision for you.
Sheridan! Is that you?
You lose something, Antonio?
Alistair. I thought you might be Sheridan. I heard something. We're supposed to leave to St. Lisa's today, and thought you might come back in here for one last look around.
Well, then you're in luck. I know where Sheridan is.
Oh, yeah? Where is she?
Are you man enough to hear the truth?
Oh, just cut the crap and tell me where she is.
Where she always is when you can't find her, with your brother.
Chad, look, you're wrong. You're wrong. I don't wish that I was having a baby with Teresa.
But you were thinking about it just then.
Yeah, you got me. All right, yeah, we have a history together. You know that. I'm going to think about it from time to time, but I am totally committed to Gwen, period. Thrilled about this baby we're going to have, even if Teresa is the surrogate.
Well, I'm not sure Gwen's thrilled about that part.
Yeah. Well, having Teresa as the surrogate isn't exactly ideal, but, you know, bottom line, we're going to have a baby together. That's all we've ever wanted.
All right, man. Whatever you say. Hey, is everything cool?
Yeah, no, I'm fine. Look, Ethan,
Fox, forget it.
Great. Now, can we play some ball? Because I'm ready to bust some ankles.
there we go.
Yeah, why don't you guys play? I'll play the winner, all right?
Sounds good. You ready, music boy?
Music boy, huh? Is that all you got? Come
You
on.
can't handle what I got.
Oh, and what? What?
Chad's right. I do think about what might have been with Teresa.
Tracy, you know that two wrongs don't make a right. Yes, Gwen has this vendetta against you, and then you have a vendetta against her. When is it going to end?
Gwen and Rebecca took my son, Whitney. They took my family's home. They caused everyone in my family to lose our jobs. I want an eye for an eye.
Well, I tell you, if you keep this up, the whole world's going to go blind. How long are you going to carry on like this?
Until I get my son back. I'm gonna win this game that Gwen and Rebecca want to play. And in the end, I'm gonna come out of it with everything that I want. I swear.
Gwen, try to relax. You will win, I promise you.
Oh, the thought of Teresa trying to seduce Ethan again makes me sick.
Well, then don't think about it. Look, if you just stay the course, you are going to hold on to your husband and play along with Teresa. Let her think she has the upper hand.
Mother, as long as she's carrying our child, she does have the upper hand.
Oh, 9 months is really not that long a time. And our plan will work. Just the way we want it to. Teresa is going to lose everything.
I think I can fix you up with one of those. Sure.
Excellent. All right. We're all set.
All set for what? Who was that man?
Oh, he rents boats.
You rented a boat. Why?
Because I'm going to take you away from here. You know, someplace where we can be alone and you can remember your feelings for me and, well, where Antonio can't find us.
Well, you better pray that he can't find us, because
won't.
when he will eventually. And when he does, Luis, he will kill you.
So how do you know that Sheridan's with Luis? Where are they?
I know exactly where they are, but more importantly, I know where they're going.
What do you mean where they're going? Are you telling me that he's taking her away somewhere?
Yes. He's determined to convince Sheridan that she doesn't love you, that she's in love with him.
Bastard. How many times do I have to tell him to stay away from my wife?
Well, your brother isn't known for listening to orders.
All right. Where are they? Tell me where they are. I'm gonna go find them right now.
I'll tell you where they are, but there's something you have to agree to do first.
What?
You have to kill your brother. If you don't, you're going to lose Sheridan forever. You're going to lose your wife to Luis.
No, I won't. Luis is not gonna take my wife. He's as good as dead.
Paloma, it's your sister. You're coming home, aren't you?
Not ever.
Luis, please, just let me go. I don't want you to die because of me.
This time, Luis is as good as dead.
Okay. I want you to meet Evil Faith.